Hello, I'm Kahuna Dan, and today we're going to be talking about conquering your education fears. This is episode 1, Back to School Jitters. I'd like to introduce our special guest, Marvin Mason, a student at DCCC. Marvin, go ahead and tell us about your experience returning to school.
Well, my experience in returning to school, I returned back in January of 2014, and I wasn't really sure about a lot of things. I didn't know what classes I wanted to take or what my major was. All I knew is that I applied for financial aid and I was accepted. One thing I knew, I didn't want to bite off more than I could chew, so I started out with just 2 classes.
All right, Marvin, so can you tell us how you got started on going back to DCCC?
I had a friend come by the house and he had expressed that he went and applied for financial aid and was accepted and that they were going to pay for school, and I thought, well, maybe I can go down there and apply and go back to school and it'd be paid for. So that's what I done. I went and I applied. I was accepted for financial aid. They give me a few brochures. I had to pass some placement tests because it had been so long since I graduated from high school. It had been like 20 years or maybe even 30 years. I decided to go through what they called the ACE program. And the guy that run the tutor in the ACE program, his name was Jason, really good guy. And he put me on everything I needed to study. And I took the placement test and passed all of them except for the computer test. So I ended up, when I started my first 2 classes, I had an intro to computers and a study skills class. I was amazed at how many campus resources that Davidson County Community College had. One of the resources that I used the most was the Learnings Commons. If you have questions about how to apply for FAFSA, they have FAFSA Fridays, that gives out information on how to apply for financial aid. They also have services for disability. They have veteran services, and they have a distance learning program.
What campus resource helped you the most at DCCC?
I would have to say the Learnings Commons. Without the instructors or the tutors in the Learnings Commons, Danny, I don't think I would have made it as far as I did. Tony was a great help with getting me through some of the Microsoft Word and other computer programs that was all new to me. And I have to say that the people in the Learnings Commons are a great group of people.
Marvin, what advice would you give fearful people?
I would say to someone that's scared to go back to school, there's nothing wrong with failing to begin with. The light bulb wasn't invented overnight, and I would say get in touch with a friend or maybe a mentor or someone that has been to school and can give you some advice on what to expect. I was talking to a girl on Facebook that said she was thinking about going back to school, but at the same time, she made a comment. She said that she didn't think she was smart enough. And I typed back and I said, I'm not no genius or anything like that, and it really don't have anything to do with how smart you are. It just has a whole lot to do with if you're willing to learn or not.
How would someone wanting to go back to school get started?
I'd say probably the first step would be to call the college that you was wanting to attend. As far as someone from the older generation like me, they would probably prefer if the college give them some hard copies because, we're not the computer age type people. We don't know a whole lot about computers. And I would say maybe make a one-on-one appointment to talk to somebody at the college about enrolling.
So Marvin, would you recommend Davidson County Community College for anybody else?
Absolutely, Danny. I would recommend Davidson County Community College to anybody. I've talked to my friends and I said, if you're thinking about going to school, then Davidson County Community College is a place to go. Love the people. The instructors are great. Faculty's great. Davidson County Community College, just an all-around great college.
What advice would you give an older person planning on returning to school?
Danny, I would say to this older person, never think that you're too old to learn. Don't keep putting it off. community colleges are accepting people of all ages, and I would say just keep moving forward. Learn, learn, learn. Never give up, and it's never too late to go back to school.